Thrive Speed and Agility classes work on plyometric strength and power. So today we're going to go through a couple of ladder drills that will build the plyometric ability of our athletes and also help them to learn where their body is in space so that they're able to control themselves and also gain spatial awareness. So this is my athlete Jackson, and what I'm going to ask Jackson to do before we get into any of our jumping is to show me a proper squat. So a proper functional squat is when an athlete gets their feet parallel to each other, they bend at their knees and bend at the waist. They pull their core in and don't arch, and then they pull their shoulders back, okay? So when Jackson jumps up, so Jackson, go ahead and jump up, and jumps back down, I want to see him land back in that functional squat. So can you jump up out of the functional squat and into it? So he goes down and then up, and I'm watching for his form. So I'm watching, does his knee dive into the middle? Do they stay out over their ankles? Does his bottom go back, or is he pushing forward so that you can't quite see the toes? So these are things that we're looking for in our athletes and training them to look for in themselves so that they can go ahead and evaluate their own body movement when they are not with us, right? So we're educating the athlete as well as challenging the athlete. So now we've got a nice functional squat. We're gonna go over to our ladder drill. And so what Jackson's gonna do is he's gonna do his functional squat, 1 foot in this square, 1 foot in this square. And I'm gonna ask him to hit that functional squat. Go ahead and hit that functional squat. He's gonna jump up and do a half turn, and he's gonna land 1 foot in the next square, and I'm gonna be watching that. And then he's gonna go again, and then he's gonna go again. And this gives him the spatial awareness of rotating, as well as the power of jumping up, and also just the ability to land softly and to control his movement. So I'm gonna ask him to go all the way down the line with that. Jump up and turn, good. Abs pulled in, don't need to go quite so good. Boom, boom. And the next round we're gonna take, freeze right there. The next round we're gonna take, we're gonna increase the speed. So now we're gonna load those muscles and pop, load those muscles and pop, load those muscles and pop. And so he's gonna go through it fast, but he's gonna try to keep that same form. So go ahead, Jackson, let's see that. He's gonna go jump up and turn, go, jump up and turn. And if you notice, it throws off his balance to increase the speed. That's absolutely perfect because that means we're challenging him at a level that he needs to be challenged at. So he was able to do it a little bit slower, so we're gonna take back the speed, and then we're gonna go back to the good form and keep pushing and pulling so that we're challenging our athlete while not sacrificing technique.